So if you've heard about people doing locks, this is a place to do it.
And this seafood.
Expensive.
Expensive.
Expensive. Okay. Any of them.
챙기는 거. 이거 사회생활.
I think this
It's good.
so many people. Okay.
Oh. What? Oh look, it shows how many calories you burn. River line. Yes, furry. Yeah, and feels that vibration. I suck at vlogging. Vlogging? Like montage. It is day 5 in Seoul, South Korea. And as I walk along the DDP, I kind of just wanted to talk about the culture and what I've seen so far. I was having dinner with one of my hostel friends and I asked him, how do people show respect to their elders? Like anyone older than them. And he essentially showed me table etiquette. Film it.
Yeah, enter.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
Okay, go. Yes. You sit. Yeah. Okay?
Okay.
But right this time, okay, you first sit. Okay, it's not impolite. It's an impolite attitude. Okay, old man firstly say, yeah, more you. 보세요. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 고마워. 하면 이제. And next you sit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a girl.
Woman. Yeah. I think. Yeah.
So it's not gender based.
Woman is human. People just person. Don't divide. Understand? Firstly, older person. Hey, sit, please. Sit. 밥 먹을 때 we just eat. When we fried chicken. The salted fish, fried rice. Okay. And serve. Serving. Yeah. 자, 먹어. Eat. Yeah. Oh, thank you. 하면서. 그때 and later and 딱 그러지. 내가 먼저. You see me after. You did. Okay. And later, free. First spoon. Okay?
Is yours.
Yeah, 먼저 그다음에 maybe if you 만약에 나보다 먼저 you first if you first take the spoon and
Now drinking, which comes after food, is essentially the same thing. However, the 막내, which is the youngest, takes the bottle and pours the soju for everyone, or whatever drink they're having. So now it's not even just the oldest, it's everyone who's older than you. You have to do something for them. So if you're the youngest, you take the bottle of wine, soju, 막걸리, everything, and put it in everyone's shot glasses. And when everyone starts drinking, you turn your head this way. So you turn your head to the side and drink like that. And when you do, or when you're pouring, you have to support your right hand with your left. So when you're pouring shots for everyone, the bottle would be in your right hand, usually supported by your left hand, so like this, and you do this. So everyone would also have their shot glasses like this. And I asked my tour guide the same thing, and she essentially answered with the theory or the principle of why or how they respect their elders. So here it is.
We bow like this.
Yeah.
And also we have a two kind of speaking way, like in a formal way and informal way. So we have a different speaking way. So when I speak to my friend, I speak 뭐뭐해라. I mean, like in a short way. But when I speak to my others, I will say 뭐뭐했습니다.
So it's the way of formal way of speaking for others, like with sheet at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like same as it's same as in America. We say hi or what's up, but we say hello. Like it started from the Joseon Dynasty. So we had a Confucianism as our main philosophy. And in Confucianism, we believe that we need to be polite to our elders, and also our role. We have each one has its role. So we have different roles. So because of that, it has descended to our generation.
That's really cool.
Cheongmyo is a home and symbol of your Korean people's thought and mind out of Confucius and thus filial piety.
So now we know that the Korean culture is deeply, deeply rooted in Confucianism principles. And this was because the king of Joseon thought that he could model Korea after this, and he did. So everyone else thought that this is how a family should run, and so they taught their families, and it just got passed down through generations. Nowadays, this is taught within their families and in school. So if you're not respectful to your elders, people will think that you weren't taught by your family, you had bad parents, or you didn't go to school or something like that. So it's a huge part of the Korean culture. Now, it's also woven inside the language. And honestly, this is one of the reasons why Korean is so hard to learn. And from my own experience, I've been learning Korean for a while now, and I'm still not good at it. And this is because it's so hard to know which variation of a word to use. It's so confusing. I mean, Korean is already independent from other languages because King Sejong, a Joseon dynasty king, he invented Korean. He wanted to break free from Chinese, Japanese languages, so he made his own, made everyone learn it, and it's still hard to learn. I mean, as Alex said, there are 7 different ways of speaking, depending on who you're talking to. You could be talking to a friend who's older than you, so you'd have to speak formally but informally. And then you have a friend who's younger than you. You can speak informally. So there's formally, informally, formally. It's like, it's so confusing. Nevertheless, it is still a way of showing your relationship with other people. I'm just amazed at how people know which form of speaking to use, depending on who they're talking to. You know what? I just bow my head when I run into someone or whenever I'm talking to someone. I'm like, 안녕하세요, 감사합니다, thank you, bye. And it's a way to be safe. Like, you don't know who you're talking to. It can be like a CEO, it can be just the cashier, but you never know. Anyway, I hope you really like this episode. The next few videos will go over how Jeonju, Busan, and Daegu were different from Seoul, or different from each other, and the culture and stuff like that. We'll go over technology, music, fashion, coffee, because that's a huge part of Korea, coffee, and food. can't forget about food because that's all I've been doing. Food is amazing. But let's talk about that next time. I'll see you later.